All right, let's get going. Hello, Johnny. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thank you for being here on this Thursday, December 12th. So you all asked for it. You all wanted to see the... I got snow. I need to find Johnny. I need to find a Prism live studio overlay of Christmas lights. I've been looking and I can't find it. I thought I had one that I was using for OBS and I have to go back and find out where I saved it, but want them strung up along the top here for later on. So you guys wanted overwhelmingly to see some design work for Horizon Zero Dawn advent calendars. So I don't know how that's going to go. Really wasn't thinking of starting that anytime soon, but I have a list. This is my list of the ideas for the designs, and I'll just open Studio and we'll just start playing with it. Oh, somebody's home and somebody's knocking my lights all over the place. So Beth may be home any second now. So I've got one overlay. It's just a media source file, and I tried to find one for Christmas lights, and I really couldn't find one. I only looked for about 10 minutes, so it's not a big deal. I'll do it for Sunday. So I'm really bummed about something, and while I'm pulling up some ideas for things, I had thought that I had worked at my company for 20 years. It turns out that I had only been there 19 years. I started in 2005. So I've only been there 19 years. I thought it was 2000. I thought it was December 6th, 2005. And it's actually December 5th. Or no, wait. It's actually, yeah. I thought it was December 5th, 2004 when I started. It's actually December 6th, 2005. So I had like the year and the day shifted down one. And what that means is that no bonus this year, which means no Venator this year, unless I just start saving up again. And I already dipped into savings for Christmas, so it's just going to be a kind of a... It really does. Like, and it's just, I've been bummed all day, and I've got like chest, back pain things going on, and I'm just miserable. Hello? Yeah. So whatever thing's going on, like, it just lives right here. It just keeps rotating back and forth. Probably do. I have pleurisy. I don't know what pleurisy is. Well, I mean, yeah. I think I have whatever it is where, like, the bag around your guts is aggravated. Well, from, like, a strain or something like that. I could have pulled a muscle. So anyway. Well, next year, yes. If they, if the Venator doesn't retire by then. So, mwah. I had a salad for dinner, so. I ate well, you eat well. All right, you eat however you want. You're gonna have popcorn.
Just to spite.
Girl dinner. Well, and I don't know when it will retire. I don't know that it was a huge seller, but it is a UCS set. My Lego store hasn't carried any for, hasn't had one in there for several months. So anyway, yeah, so I've like had just like a terrible day. I mean, it was a Lego set that I was gonna get. It was a grill that I was gonna buy over the holiday to so that when we have our Lord of the Rings party on the first of week of January, I was gonna be able to cook outside. It was gonna be Christmas presents for the kids and the ladies and Beth, and it's like, and the rest was gonna go into savings for a vacation in October. Well, now none of that happens. So with Beth changing jobs and now not getting a bonus for another year, I doubt we're going on vacation in October, but we'll see. There you go. Beth's gonna eat her chicken sandwich. So the problem with doing a search for all these is that it's just gonna show the monsters. So the idea of, this is my list. I will make a list up here so everybody can see it. I don't have Word, so this is just in TextPad. I don't think I can do this. I can zoom in. So here are the minifigures. Now, I will say 12 people voted. At least 7 people voted to have this as the stream tonight. So if they're not here, so these are the 6 figures to start, and I'm gonna do, we want to see the line numbers, and can I zoom in? Yeah. All right, so that's as much as I can zoom in. The next machines are a Watcher, a Tall Neck. I've also got the hockey game on down on my phone, so I may be glancing over there every once in a while. A Thunder Jaw. Now, keep in mind, these have to be... These are going to be the sizes of your Thunder Jaw. They're going to have to be that big. This is Advent calendar stuff. So these are going to be, you know... How many pieces is this? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 piece sets, roughly. I would give 21, 18, 21, something like that. It depends when the other night? No. It was, I think Avs won 6-2, something like this. We're also 30 minutes in, but in honor of us kicking the crap out of the Penguins, I'm gonna have a youngling tonight. I'm gonna be like Anakin, and I'm gonna murder this youngling. Get it? All right, so game on. They're playing Utah tonight. It's the Avs and the Utah Hockey Club until they get like an official. Oh, that's weird. All right, so Thunderjaw. I haven't had one of those before. Ooh, not too bad. It's a little nutty. Oldest brewery in the U.S. It is. I don't want to do a Broadhead, but maybe. Let's do Broadhead / Charger / Strider and just figure out which one we'd like to do more. Broadhead would probably be better because it's got a big sort of, it looks like a Longhorn versus a Charger, which is a horse, or a Charger that has like ram horns, and then a Strider, which is just a horse. So then we got a Shell Walker, a Scrapper, a Sawtooth, a Grazer, and we can do Grazer / Lancehorn. Either of those would be fine. A Corruptor. And that's it. So these are now the machines. So we've got, you know, we've got 9 machines, 6 figures. The rest of these are going to be like, they know, you know how they do. Occasionally they will do like landscape bits. Like they'll do a Hoth tower, they'll do a bunker, they'll do a moisture evaporator, stuff like that in the Star Wars ones. The rest of these are going to be like that. So we've got a metal flower, which is something you hunt for in the game. A Banuk statue, another thing that you hunt for in the game, and it kind of looks like a wooden horse or a llama or something. We can look those up in a second. A training dummy. She has those near her house, where you learn to fight. A bonfire. You discover these throughout it's not bonfire, it's campfire. You find these throughout the game, and that's where you save. A ruin of a streetlight, which is kind of in the tall neck set. So I thought I could include in this because it'd be kind of familiar. Ruin of a car. I'm not really sold on this one. There are other ruins throughout the game that are like cars and trucks and things. There's also these big tanks they look like they've got these giant rail guns on the top of them, and I thought maybe those would be better, but I'm not sold on that. A gate. This is kind of a nebulous thing because there's 2 or 3 gates for Noraland. The area that she's from is called the Embrace. It's called there's Mother's Embrace, Mother's Crown, Mother's Heart, but the whole thing is basically called the Embrace, and there's 2 main gates. So I thought of, you know, just having sort of a wooden built one with like some blue, it's usually blue rope around it. So like highlight some blue stuff on it. So that's one. A ruin of a wind turbine. This really isn't something you see until Forbidden West, so I might be able to get away with it, but it's the big wind turbine things, and there's a view I think you can get somewhere that has those things lined up. And then a Meridian Arch, and this one's again kind of vague. I'm not really sure what to do with that one yet. So if we wanted to change one of these things out, we could always also do a Deathbringer, but that may be too many machines and not enough like other stuff. So let's break these up. We've got those. So that's your 24 because it's an advent calendar. So we've got these as your figures, those as your machines, these as your scenery bits. Save as. All these in Horizon. I'm gonna do a new folder called Bestiary, or called Advent Calendar. And just call this a list. Call it HZD_Advent Calendar. Cool. All right. So that's it. That's what we're going to be starting with. Now the figures, now that we got them down, Aloy is already a figure. I think there's 2 versions of her now. There's going to be one that you can get with the tall neck. Technically, I think is from Forbidden West. And then one you can get probably with the new set that's coming out with Varl, which should just be Zero Dawn. And I think they're going to have different prints. So we'll see. Varl is also going to come in that set later in March. So the rest of these are going to have to be printed. Christmas gear. You know what? Hi, Micah. How are you? Thanks for being here. That's actually not a bad idea. So some of these people, some of the figures, I could do Aloy with a Christmas sweater. A couple of these people maybe with Christmas sweaters. Like Leia so far is the only one with a Christmas sweater, and I only have Leia and Ahsoka so far this year. Where did my phone go? Oh, it's right there. I have to turn the alerts off, or else that's going to go all night. That's a good point, though. Not all of them come in Christmas sweaters. I don't have last year's, but I don't think everybody... See if the box art shows it. Sometimes it does. So this year we have a Luke and a Leia with Christmas sweaters, and we've got an Ahsoka and a clone trooper without. And then some other random stuff to go with it. Oh, and then there looks like a Praetorian Guard. So I can see two of these. So let's say like Aloy and Varl, because those are ones I can get. The sweaters, I think that'd be great. And they're also minifigures that you can get. These three are going to be harder to do. Rost, Silence is bald, so it just prints. All I have to do is prints on the torsos. So I'm going to say print head, leg. Well, I mean, all over prints. Tirsa is going to be prints and custom headpiece, and I'll show you that in a second. Rost will have to be print, cape, maybe custom hair. I don't know. Errand, print, and he may need custom hair, but he has like a mohawk. That's how you spell mohawk. But I don't know if Lego's mohawk looks like his mohawk or not. So, and I'll also note Christmas sweater for these two cats. That's usually, the bulk of it. Like you don't get too many. And also, I don't have to have her in here, and I don't have to really have him in here. So if it turns out I want to add more machines, like the Deathbringer, I can get rid of some of these things, and I'll kind of get a good idea of it. Like I've not thrown away, but I've parted out last year's calendar, so I don't remember usually. I think it's only 4 or 5 figures, so 6 figures is quite a bit. So yeah, so Rost. We're not going to see any here, so let's do Lego Horizons Adventure characters. It may not show it. Yeah, I think that works. So you've got Aloy and Rost on the game cover here. That's all it's got. It's just really just going to show Aloy and Varl, which is fine. But there are other characters. There are other playable characters in the game, and I'm kind of shocked it's not showing them. Okay, so here's Tirsa. That's a pretty good picture of her. Each character also has different. Aloy has a bow and arrow, so her stuff shoots in a straight line, only hits the first thing, but you can pull it back and make it stronger, and then you can like aim it, right? Varl has a spear, and his will go through a couple things, right? Tirsa has a basket that she pulls out and throws things, and they're like little bombs, and like by default they're chickens. Errand has a hammer, and so you can get different kinds of hammers. So those are the 4 playable characters. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think I did a search for playable characters once, and it showed a couple of them, but it was not a great picture. This is the only picture I really have, so I'm gonna have to do screenshots from the game itself. You can see this headdress. It's hair, and then it's got this kind of printed headdress on it. My hope is that the playable characters are at some point things you can buy, but I really doubt it. The game, I don't think, is probably going to do very well, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get any of those. So I'm gonna have to make them up on my own. I do have a friend in our lug who does UV printing. One of the characters there's two characters that aren't playable that I'm gonna have to kind of make up. One is Silence. So let's do Silence, see if he shows up. Maybe if I do... It's not gonna show it. So this was a cool thing. Lance Reddick died. He was the voice of Silence, and in the game they have Tim Russ from Voyager and et al. Fill in for the voice of him, which is kind of, it works. He's kind of got a little gravity to his voice, and can kind of pull off the character, but it's a lighthearted version of Silence, so it kind of works. This is all this is going to be about. Let's see if this will show it. Oh, I wish I could fast forward to the part. Yeah, it's not going to. Anyway. He's a bald character. I just want them to show an image of him. There he goes. Okay. So all I need is a print of a torso and a face. So this is the kind of stuff that if I could get a copy of, oh man, if I could get a good copy of like Illustrator or something, and then the templates for minifig things, I feel like I could pull a lot of this off. Get some screenshots of the game, and go from there. So Rost is going to be really hard because he's not a main character, but he's somebody that Aloy talks about a lot. And in the game itself, he dies early on. He's your adopted kind of dad figure, and he raises you, and then like right as your story starts, he dies. Because it wouldn't be a coming of age or a hero's tale if like the person who raised you didn't. Oh, here's a good picture of all four of them. So these are all the playable characters. You can see Erend over here. He's just got a mohawk. So, but these are all like arm prints and the hip prints and leg prints. They've all got stuff. I'm gonna save this because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to find it again. So, yeah, her thing's gonna be weird. I don't know if I can get that hair. Yeah, this is good hair, and I don't think I think it's made specifically for Varl. And he's a really, like, he's an interesting character to play in the game because he's kind of nerdy. Like, he's a nerd character who collects comic books and just wants to be a hero and plays at being a hero a lot. But in the game, like, he's straight up a kind of a badass. But in the game, he has mommy issues. Like, it's a little weird. I'm like, okay. So it looks like that's the best I'm going to be able to get from, so. But if we were looking at like basic hair, if we could get a mohawk, there aren't many mohawks. So to start, there's that one, there's that one. This is probably the closest I'm gonna get. That one, and there's this one. So if we got mini fig head, let's do mustache. And a lot of these mustache. Sideburns. Like, I'm literally gonna have to design all of these characters because there's not gonna be an equivalent in here. Beard. What's up, Greg? Probably the closest one I'm gonna get for now. So this mohawk's gonna be too big. That's a rad mohawk. That's Storm. I think that's for Storm. This goes on like a helmet. I think that's Yondo. This one's actually not bad. This one actually kind of looks like him. His is a little more wavy, but this would be a good start to like mash up. That. And I don't know what, are they flesh colored or yellow? I think they're all flesh colored. Not like this matters much, but this will give you an idea of kind of like what we're playing with. Medium nougat. Oh, gross, weird. Light nougat. Probably, okay. And then Rost, I'll just pull up because he's not going to be able to... We're not going to get a Lego figure of him, but this is what he looks like. So he'll need like a big beard. You know, he's got a beard with a braid on it. He also looks like he has a mohawk, but with like shaved head. And I'm trying to get a good picture of him, like full body. He's got some big armor. Looks like he's got a fox thing on one side. So he's a good character. My day's going not awesome, but you know, not bad, I guess. So anyway, the figures are going to be a problem. That's all I'm going to say. So, but we have a list now of things that we can do. So the Watcher, I think I've already done. Let's look at what the Watcher looks like, because I don't think we're going to change much from do I have a Watcher in here? I think I do. So this is the Watcher from basically the do I have an Aloy so I can see how big these are? This is my default Aloy figure. So if we're looking at how big these are for like advent calendar builds. So here's Leia with a mug and the Venator. Hey, Utah is up 1-0 halfway through the first period. 6 on 4 shots on goal. They're playing. We're in Colorado too. That's really weird. So here's your. Oh frick. Oh, that's. Oh god, that's got to be a muscle. I feel like I'm having a heart attack, but it's in my back, and then it moves around to the front, and then it moves around to the back. I feel like I pulled a rib or something. But so here's your size difference, right? That's about how big. So I think this size isn't too bad. Why are these conflicted here? What is going on? So how many pieces is this? 20, 28? That's a little much. And it may be a little big, but so here's the thing about all these things. Is that it can't be more than a few pieces, right? I don't think I can make the watcher much smaller, but we'll give it a shot. So this is a lot of pieces. This is the Falcon. Let's see how many pieces it's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost track already. Oh, it's missing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So this one has 26. That's a little 25. So 25 pieces is probably good. 29 maybe a bit much. Plus, I think we could probably make it a little smaller and a little different from the original set. So let's start like we don't know that this one exists, yeah? Don't save. Let's just we're gonna save this as AV or AC watcher. Differentiate it from the other watcher. Advent calendar watcher. So 25 pieces. Now it has, let's look at a picture of a watcher. HCD watcher. They have spindly little legs and they have long necks and tails. That the tail and neck, this is a pretty good shot of it. The tail and the neck almost look like one solid piece, and they're kind of thick. But it's got these spindly little legs and this giant head with a big old eyeball in the front of it, right? This is a hyper cute version of it, but these are kind of fan art. So I'm trying to find one. They still look pretty cool in the game. And they're everywhere. They are the Rattatas, they're the Zerglings, they are the, just the common machine that's everywhere. It's only later that you find red eye watchers, which are different. They are hyper alert and they shoot stuff out of their eyes instead of just come over and attack you. Oh my goodness. That's pretty amazing. 2016, look at that. That's a great costume. All right, so right off the bat, it's got spindly little legs that I think we could do these guys as legs. Don't think I can get any smaller than that. Maybe these. I figure out how to get them held. There's also these cool. They've got them here, but there is a pin holder clip, bar holder clip. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun challenge. I don't want to think about it too much, but it's gonna be kind of fun. So these can be leg joints, but again, this will make it a little bigger than it probably needs to be. But if I put a barb in here, that might be a good size leg. Do this times, now I need to turn this back on. So this needs to be available colors. So in black, I can do both of those in black. Right, so these are its legs. And that probably won't be too big, so that'll be cool. I keep her here as a comparison. You guys seeing everything okay, right? Lights are on, and I don't, you know what? I don't even really need these because I'm not moving. A lot of bulb. Okay. That's a little better. It's blinding me. Oh, feels like a nap now. So I need something to hold this. Something that will go across its body and will be kind of whitish. So there are, just trying to find things with bars on them that can hold onto these. There's these guys. There's these guys. There's technically these guys. These guys, if you had them on a snot brick, which isn't a bad idea. There's just a 3 wide bar. There's these guys. I don't want to use that. There's just that. I think that's it. And then you start getting a little esoteric and weird. Oh, there's these guys. Okay, that's probably a good place to start. The funny thing is that the scale, this is an exercise in parts management and recognizability, and it is not scale, obviously. So a watcher is going to be the same size as a Thunderjaw. There are no flying things in here, so if we wanted to get rid of one of the side bits, we can always add more machines. I could always add a Glinthawk. I think at this size, a Glinthawk and a Stormbird are probably going to look too similar, so probably got to pick one or the other. But they have to be very recognizable for people to go, oh, that's a Glinthawk versus a Stormbird. I did the Venator today, or was it today? No. I forget what today. No, today's was the Theta shuttle. What's up, Black Hole? How are you? The Venator today, or yesterday, was a little challenging because Venators have 2 bridge pylons, right? But they've got that kind of serrated arrowhead shape, right? That's got a big cut in the middle. A single bridge pylon could be an acclimator, and an acclimator set is actually coming out next year. So you're kind of like, is that a Venator or an acclimator? So if we get to the point where I want to do a flying one, then I have to be conscious of the fact that it has to be very recognizable. What are you up to, Black Hole? What's good? How are things? That's a 2-sided. I think I'm just going to try to do this. These can all be white. Not. Very good. I always like to hear that. All right, that's pretty good. Oh, hang on a sec. This mouse is... I have to go get a new mouse. had this extra mouse lying around, and it's not a bad mouse, but it was just lying around. So I'm gonna see if it still works, and if not, I'll just go grab my work mouse. Hopefully it'll just work. Turn it on. Oh. Okay, that may be why I stopped using it. Zero tracking on it. Oh, there, not bad. Just like, oh, this is actually pretty sweet. Okay, good, good. All right, nice. Screw you, old mouse. In with the new mouse. All right, so good. Let's see what's next. So we could probably do a little bit on the back end. To make it, give it a little bitty thing. Like, let's do a slope. Do this guy. Cool. Now we're gonna do the body of it. And again, it's got to be kind of, keep these pieces kind of off to the side. Yep. So the idea is to do a bunch of these for an advent calendar. So it has to be recognizable as whatever the machine is, but small, right? And the watcher that, so there's, this is the watcher that comes with the Zero Dawn set. Or actually, technically, it's the Forbidden West set. So this isn't too bad. It's not, they give these feet, they put these feet on it so you can stand it up, right? But in reality, it's got these little bitty legs, which I kind of want to keep. Because honestly, you know, I don't care if it stands up or not. That's not my job. The Theta shuttle today looks weird with its wings folded up, but you know, what are you gonna do? I love the I don't know if you guys so on Blue Sky I'm following, I've got a list. Blue Sky has feeds, and people set up feeds that you can kind of subscribe to or like or follow, and it's like full of whatever thing that you want. So if you wanted to follow a bunch of stuff about Lego, there's a Lego feed you can subscribe to. When the mini kit was out in the Star Wars Advent Calendar, there was a bunch of people who'd never played who'd never played like Star Wars Lego before, and they're like, I had one guy, I posted mine on Blue Sky, and I got a comment. He's like, "This one stumped me. I have no idea what it is." And I'm like, "It's a mini kit. How do you not know what a mini kit, you know?" And he's like, "I've never played like the original Lego Star Wars games." And I was like, "Oh man." All right. So it's got a little bitty. We can do this back here too. Actually, I'm gonna do this instead. And turn it around. And I'm gonna put a grill plate underneath. Is this the right one? They haven't differentiated these yet and taken them out of the software. I'll do the B, do an orange. Got a call for work. Do you do IT as well, Johnny? I'm trying to think of why anyone would call you at almost, I mean, it's 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock your time. There. How many pieces are we at now? I want to get rid of those. We are at 15 pieces. That's pretty good for a watcher. All right, so probably the easiest thing to do now is to do this guy. And a bracket. See, the original had these little things as the little doodads coming down from his chin. It had these guys hanging down for these things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that unless I just copy the head. I mean, that's not a bad head. Might be too big for the model, but blue. Uh-oh, did they score again? Oh, man. Or is that their first goal? Yeah, this is a replay of the first goal. Okay. That is very front heavy. I could probably do this and put another plate back here. Just to make it a little more even. And we're at 23 plates. I think that'll work. I don't like that it's... Well, that makes more sense. This could be dark gray. I think that would look better. And also, I don't like those things necessarily. I've never really liked those. Kind of like these better. Yeah, I know. I don't want it to, but... I like this better. I just like the way it looks better. With the legs like that. I'll come back to it, but yeah, I know I probably have to make it, give it something to stand on, which is why they put these goofy looking clown shoes on it. I could get away with doing this in the four-legged animals because you've got four legs, but this thing is just like, so I don't know. For now, I'm going to keep it as is. I'll go back, I'm sure. So there we go. We got one down. Let's save. All right, and this is 22 pieces. So good. We're in a range. We're in a range. So next one on the list. So we've got a watcher designed. So now a tall neck. Let's see if we can do a tall neck. Now, tall neck is going to be interesting because there's a lot of very recognizable features on it. But in the end, all you really need is something that looks like a dinosaur with a big dish on the top of its head. These kind of fin things on the back, kind of important, right? These antenna on its haunches back here, kind of important. But at most, so I'm going to take a page from the recently done AT-AT to start. And, well, let's think about this. What kind of legs did that have on it? If I could do littler legs, let's do the one by, it's a plate bar thing again. We're going to do the little ones because, with the AT-AT, its head is in front. It's a camel, not a camel. It's an elephant, for lack of a better term, right? It's got 4 legs and a big head up front. The tall neck is a brachiosaurus, so if I want it the same kind of height, I'm not going to use the bigger plates. Pull up. Oh no, it's a tile. So we'll use a smaller one so we can focus on the neck a little more. Now, these are all, the problem with the machines also is they are a combination of a really, at the size they are, a blurry combination of white and black. Mostly white with like black highlights, and you can see that in the set, the Lego set itself. Trying to get more images from the game itself. Yeah, this is actually from the game. So I'll probably do like white for the body or white for the legs. And then we'll do black for the body where it joins. So I'm not a huge fan of this already. But because it, like an AT-AT's legs feel like they're kind of underneath it, and these feel like they're kind of coming out of the side. So already I don't like that. I'm gonna try this and just hope I don't get carried away and get too many pieces. I have an idea though. This can go up higher. I know it can go up higher. And that can turn. There. Now these pieces are expensive and white, so I may change that to be black and have a tile on it. And I don't want to get too carried away with the part count. Tile round. Now we gotta do this times 4. Getting below my build plane here. That always bothers me when I get away from the build plane. So this is just the legs is going to be 16 pieces. This may have to be a different we'll see. Maybe it'll be all right. This can be black. And then if you move these slightly, nope. Cool. All right. So this I'm going to go ahead and save as AC tall neck. So again, the little bitty things to build are not going to be very hard. It's going to be printing or designing the torsos and the heads and stuff. So when I do get whatever software I can use for the process, yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad. How many pieces? 18 so far? All right, so we've got gotta figure out a neck here. I have an idea. Use these. And then a round plate. Rung plate. There we go. That's some English. Black. Can I do another one of these yet? No. I think just one of these, and then a dish. So the dish is going to be interesting because it's supposed to have all this stuff on it, right? Like the dish of the tall neck is supposed to have all this crazy stuff on it, but like. Older one. There we go. Plus, I think it needs to be bigger than that. Is there a 3? There's a 3x3 tile. At that size? Perfect. And then because it's a 3x3 tile, I might be able to put little things on the back of it. Knock. Skate. I did want that. These would be great if I could fit them on here somehow. I think they fit like that, but Yeah, I think that works. I kind of want to put something on the back. But at this size, it's like, I think that's probably good. Trying to think of things that go in binoculars. I think this would work. If I had something like this, but I don't know what fits in there, a bar. Something with a bar or handle or something. Oh, still 1-0, start of the second period. That's the right idea, but I don't think I'm getting anything smaller than that, so this may be just kind of like a thing. And maybe if I could get something on the head. The cool thing about that, you know what else would be cool? This head sits a little forward, so it's not right in the middle. I can fit it in one of these dots. Rotate it. Specifically rotate it. That looks better. Nope. Work with me here, man. I guess it's 315. Now I'm not so much worried about having stuff hang off the back. I know it needs it, but I like that skate. What colors do those skates come in? Probably just silver. They come in black and blue? Oh, and flat silver. Neck. All right, man. Why are we sucking? It's Utah. Gotta take them up. Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, man. That'd be great. What color does that come in? Trans clear. Oh, that's unfortunate. I need something to... Well, also, they've been on... I think Utah is a pretty decent team. They were the Phoenix Coyotes, so they just moved from Phoenix. So it's still a decent team. They weren't doing great last year. But I think moving into a new place that actually wants them there and will pay for an actual arena... is probably good for them. I don't know what the team is going to be yet, like the mascot or the name or anything. Right now it's just the Utah Hockey Club. And yeah, I think they have an okay record. They're also calling this a rivalry series because they're very close together. It's like I think it's like the second time we've played Utah. I don't know if that's considered a rivalry for having played together twice. There is a piece that is it is a round plate bar, but it's a tool. I used it in a microfighter. I just don't remember what the name of it is. It's this piece. Minifigure weapon with stud. So I want this now to be this. Oh man, it's got the same studs on both sides. It won't fit on a... That stinks. I was gonna do this. Thought it could fit in there. Oh, where are you going? Okay, what is this piece? It's a 5018D. Try to find it anew. Alright, cool. Let's see if it actually connects. It won't. So I know this will work, but it's going to be finicky. The only problem is put this on a tile bar. Yeah. Let's group this together so I don't have to do this again. Nope, that's too much. Too much. Doesn't look good. I need a single piece that will basically be what that roller skate looked like. Oh. Yeah, all along my ribs. Right under here. It hurts right there. Anytime I kind of like try to lean forward or bruised rib, but it's like at my age, what bruises my rib? Did I eat a pizza too wrong, or did I sleep funny? I was getting so like this was hurting. I was getting a headache, and at the end of the day at work, I was just like, there was a help desk ticket that came in, and I wasn't like enraged or anything, but it was one of these help desk tickets that I was so frustrated at the idea that we have all these tools that we develop for everybody to use, and yet no one seems to want to use them. And the excuse has always been, well, they just may not know about it. And in my head, I feel like that's not a good enough excuse. Oh, that's not too bad. These aren't really sand blue, but I could color one of these yellow too. If I colored one more of them sand blue, it would make sense for that back thing to be sand blue. That's exactly what it is. So for the longest time, we have one lady who was basically the assistant to the COO, right? And she had all these other duties that went along with it. Not just like whatever he needed and scheduling for him and stuff like that. And when there would be big meetings and they'd have lobbyist meetings and conventions and stuff, and she was very, very involved in all that. But one of her kind of like it's a small enough company where everybody kind of has like their main thing and then a bunch of little side things that they always do because there's overlap and not everybody, you know, has has that specific job. It's like we've got 15 jobs, which is a thing a lot of our vendors don't appreciate. It's like, well, just make sure your security person understands blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm the security person. I also am the email person, the antivirus person, the firewall person, the email security person, the user administrator, you know, like all these other things with it. It's like, I don't have the bandwidth or the time to muck around inside your system that we're paying you to set up for us. So given that, she had this other role where if people needed to book conference rooms, they would have to go through her. I'm not sold on this back bit yet. This needs to be white, and there's only one color for these guys, and I can't make that white. So I'm gonna make this that for now, until I can figure out something else. But this is a good start, so we'll go ahead and save this. Not save as, just save. Cool. Don't need the gun star. Next. What's next? We've got a Thunderjaw. This ought to be interesting. Okay. So she books the 3 or 4 conference rooms we have in the building, and because we don't want users to just book it whenever. Booking those can be done by internal people, but we have to go through her. But it's also done by we can have outside people book them, and then it's like an hourly rate or a fee to book the conference room. So that's in the past. We have a new building. We have a new interior now, and we've got a lot of extra little spaces that can be used. We've got these things called huddle rooms, and they are like a 4 or 5 person room. So it's got like a table with 4 or 5 chairs and a screen, and basically, you know, it's like, hey, let's go over this real quick. We don't need to book a whole conference room for it, or a whole training room, or a whole what's the other collaboration giant thing. Just 4 or 5 of us, right? And let's just bring a laptop, go over a couple things, talk about it. We'll knock it out. 15 minutes, right? But it's something slightly more than you need, like just an email or a Teams call. So I got a couple of those, but those can be used by anybody. So what are the shots? I can't see. The screen's very fuzzy. It's terrible quality, Hulu. Shh, that's not right. 12 a piece. Okay, I'm gonna restart that. I'm also going to try to... Okay, that's the right broadcast. I want to make sure to get the home broadcast. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's better quality. 12 shots a piece in the second period. That's not a lot. We got those in our new building. It's a box. Yeah, basically. So anyway, there's misunderstandings all over the place because this is a brand new system that we're using because we're doing hoteling on all these spaces. Not everybody's in the building. Not everybody comes into the building more than once or twice a week. Those people don't need whole cubes. It's a waste of space. So we've reduced the number of cubes down to 70 or something like that. But then, like, some people still have walled offices. Vice presidents, most of general counsel, C-level people, and then some lobbyists, right? And then everybody else, because I only go in once a week, which is going to be twice a week next year. It's funny because they're like, we need to pay for our building, so we need people come in more often. But if everybody came in more often, there'd be no room in the new building. Oh, they just scored again. Dang it. 2-0 Utah. Avs are doing so well, man. I don't know what's going on in this game. I haven't been able to watch it, so I don't know how they look. Like, if everybody's cohesive, if the goalie's just not doing well. But 2 goals on 12. Oh, that was just a freak tip. There's nothing he could do about that. That's goaltender interference too. Yeah, I would challenge that. They're not going to. All right, cool. Anyway, long story short, she has problems using our new booking system. And so she's still trying to use Outlook to book. And I was getting kind of upset because I was like, but we have this new booking system that we spent tens of thousands of dollars on. I don't know how much we spent on it. We spent all this time setting it up, getting it to talk to our systems, doing training on it, putting the word out to everybody that this is the new system we're using. And yet there's still these pockets of people who are like, I don't know what a computer is, you know, and they just do not care. And so she's like, I don't have access to the calendars for these. I'm like, well, you wouldn't. We already talked about this. They're not a conference room. You don't get to book them. Everybody should have access to book them, but that doesn't mean that you can open up its calendar and look. And I said, and you're using Outlook. Use the software for the booking stuff. What are you trying to do? Well, I'm trying to book it for this other person. I'm like, well, I don't think you can book for other people. Have them book it. But that's not, you know, and then in the end, the problem wasn't even, and I'm just scrolling through pictures looking for a good picture of a Thunder Jaw to use. Not like I don't know what they look like, but I want to make sure to get one that I can see a lot of the recognizable bits, so we don't forget something. I also need to do like minus Lego because I'm getting a lot of like the MOCs. This is fine. This will be fine for now. You know, it's got big legs, it's got a big neck, it's got a funky jaw, long tail. It's got these antennas. I don't know if we can do that. It's got these things underneath it, big canisters, big disc shooters. It's got a big laser thing on top, which is hard to see from any of these angles, but yeah, right here. So, in the end, it wasn't even, like all they wanted to do was shut some of these rooms down because we've got inspectors coming in and we want to make sure nobody books in those. Had the request been that, we would have been, you know, the lady who works on this with me, we could have been, yeah, we can just shut down all those rooms so nobody books them for those days, right? Not a problem. That's super easy to do. But she came at it at this weird thing where it's like, I can't book this room for somebody else through Outlook. And it's like, well, okay, why are you doing that? So it's a technology thing, but it's also a misunderstanding, a communication thing between employees and the people trying to do the work. And in the end, I'm like, it's like 3:30 and I'm close to being off anyway. And I started to get a headache. My chest and back hurt. I'm just like, you know what? Before I yell at somebody, I'm just going to go. I'm going to sign off. I'll come back tomorrow. And, but it's just so annoying. All right, Thunderjaw. I'm going to use these feet thing again. Clip bar. Because these are going to be great for his legs. Oh, is that another goal? Is it 3-0? You're kidding. Ooh, big oof. Come on, guys. You're playing at home, too. All right. So he's got big knees, right? So I think this will be a good start for his legs. These machines are so funny. Most of them are so front heavy that I feel like they have to keep walking or else they'll just fall on their face. The Lance horns and grazers are super front heavy and they've got these spindly little things holding them up. I mean, that thing's just a monster. Look at that. That's terrifying. I wouldn't want that coming at me. say minus Lego. I don't think. Yeah, it's just chock full of weapons. So it's got these big things here shoot discs up into the air in this big ring, and these discs basically shoot lasers that explode when they hit the ground. So you got to be outside of the range of that. It also has these like missile launchers that just kind of shoot out missiles kind of at you, right? And then it has this like beam that spreads out from its jaw that it just shoots straight out and then kind of rises up. Plus it comes around and it stomps on you. It's got a tail whip thing, and it's just a beast. So what you have to do is you knock this thing off. You've got arrows that do specific things, and one of them it's called tear, and they are designed to knock components off of the machines. So you knock this piece off, and then you can go pick it up, and you've got its weapon, and you can shoot its weapon at it, right? So if you play things right, you can also knock off some plates along the side here, and it exposes its heart. So you can see like a big core thing on its side. And if you get you use the one disc launcher to like knock that plating off, and then you fight it, and then you knock the other thing on it. And if you hit that heart with the disc launcher, it's like an instant kill. Otherwise, you just run in circles, try not to get stomped on. So let's do these in white. I can't do these in white. Okay, good to know. Can I do these in... Let's do them in... Well, I can do them in black. These can be a different part of the leg. This can be this part of the leg. It holds onto the feet. And the feet will be these. It's right there. It's right in front of me. Aw, man. I was gonna do that. That'd be perfect for its feet. But the clips are the wrong way. Black, and can this be white? Can be. Nice. And that can be black. Just looking through to see what else is in here. Hey, Beth, are you taking your temperature? You're bored, so you're taking the dog's temperature? Maybe what you're watching isn't great. So these look cool, and I think I'm going to use these for its feet. Yeah, tell me about it. I still don't like the way that looks there. This thing is becoming like a problem because it doesn't have a hook on the right thing, and turn it this way. And then I put, then that has to be kind of, no, I get it. I get it. Bar holder. I don't exactly know what these are called. That can be white. Yeah, this is just too complicated, this guy. I'll just use a bunch of these. And this one has got to be black. And then now this may make sense, but it just won't move very well. I want that to be white though. No, I don't. So now I want most of this is to do with their stupid legs. Trying to figure out their legs. Which is the problem that I would have with them at a larger size. So here you go, Johnny. Up to the part where I need to put the engines on. This is the back half. This is the engine block that needs the thrusters on. So I was waiting to get all these plates. Fit in there very good. Why does that not fit in there very good? So yeah, I needed a bunch of these. I was out of these completely. You can see some of the yellowing on there, how old some of these. I've been trying to use as many old white pieces as possible. So a lot of these are really gungy. I actually have all the rest of the pieces. It's just a matter of doing it. I actually have all the rest of these. You need 44 of these. I have 44 of those. And I've kept, since I don't have the stickers yet, I still have all of these, and they don't look great, but they're still on there. The only ones I really took off were the ones on the slopes on the very top of it. But all the ones on the engines are still on for the most part. So I'm just going to reuse them. So yeah, I just need, I might start working on that. I was going to do that tonight, is build all the engines and be done with it. But like, where am I with this? But I had another thing up. Put this over here. I don't need two different browsers going. So yeah, all I need to do is this. 11 times. It says to just do it one at a time, but it's like how it attaches differently. It says times 11. Yeah, so I got to do that 11 times. And put a bunch of them there, and then it just depends on the stickers, so I just have to line the stickers up. That's all I have to do. I might work on that tonight after the stream, just because it's something to do. I think it'll be fun to work on that, but our International Lego Day I haven't heard yet. I've emailed the mall that we go to. I emailed the Lego store with the people there and said, is there somebody at the mall that we can talk to about maybe using some of that space? Haven't really heard. So may not be doing anything. Bar. There's got to be a... So what I need is like a socket wrench piece. Like this, but that has a pin in it. I'm asking a lot of my Lego pieces. Whenever I get involved in trying to do Horizon stuff, I'm like, this is what I need from my Horizon, for my Lego. database is these pieces that don't exist. Yeah, it's a Simon Mall. So I went on their website and found management for the Simon Mall, and I just emailed them, and I was like, or I talked to them through their contact page. I probably need to call somebody. I'm super great at at calling people on the phone, but and just say, here's the deal. You know, is there something we can do? This is like seriously. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I've got 1, 2. So I still need. I'm gonna not do that, and I'm gonna do. "100% of emails get ignored." I'm convinced nobody does emails anymore. Is that too big? That's too big. Alright, I'm going to redo this. Bar clip. You're going to be this instead. And I'm going to do plate, bar. And you are going to be black. And then clip. Just tired of doing this. Wait. I'm gonna do a round plate. Oh, was this available? How could I use this? Probably like that. Actually, probably like this. Too complicated. Black. Dahan has the most defensive assists for the Avs in December. Actually, second most in the league. But he needs some tonight. 3-0 with 3 minutes to go. Even that's too big. What is this music? Like the piano's all off. No thanks. Beth, your temperature hasn't changed since the last 5 minutes. Oh my god. Tooth. This is getting out of hand. So let's get these legs done. Chicken. It's like a little chicken. Let's do a modified. Let's see, do I want to try to do this? I feel like I almost want to do this. Like, it's not on top. So that'll be black. then this will be, well, yeah, we'll see. Need things that are slightly bigger than one brick, but not 2 bricks. I have a feeling I might try to do droid head, truncated cone. Wait. This might be a look. Then he can't move his head really well. I don't know. What do you think? If, like, I can't move... I guess I can move this AT-AT head a little bit. I can move it up and down. And the X-Wing wings can open and close. Maybe I can put his head on the end clip. Something like a clip up here that he can move his head around with. It's pretty good. Make that black. His jaws are going to be really weird at this size. Is that a toy? Reddit. Oh, it's a retcon. Hero Forge. Got it. Bar? Trying to think of like an accessory that has a bar in the middle of it. This might be useful. It's the head. Modified plate. You okay in there? I don't think these have the right. These are too big. You're gonna go to bed. It's 9:30. Okay. He is so very far forward leaning. I'm going to put another plate. I think underneath. To be the tail. Although I don't have to do that. Oh, there's a mad dash. Oh, it's a replay. What a save. We're getting goalied. Oh, it was like 6 inches away from the goal line. Oh. End of the second period, 3-0 Colorado. Oh yeah, that was tipped. There's nothing Wedgwood could do. Is Wedgwood playing? I don't think our backup goalie's feeling well yet, so. And then this guy has like a forked tail at the end. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I think there's a thing you can do. I wish that was yellow. That would be perfect. Shoot. All right, Lego, I need this to be made in yellow. Take it in white until I think of something else. Let's see, what else? What other thing is on here? I need to put his little disc launchers on here. I don't think I need to do it this way. I think I can get away with doing it this way. Then I can do a ball, bar, toe ball. Actually, that looked better before with the tail underneath. Go back to whatever that was. Yeah. Except, you know what? I'm gonna rotate this back around. I don't want. Those are in the way. Shoot. There's not a three-sided modular piece, is there? Modular brick? Mod brick. I don't think so. That'd be cool. Yeah, this doesn't have all its plating on it. In this section right here, that's where you hit it to knock all the stuff off so you can hit its heart. Tooth. Dark gray. And then something small in there. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. And I want to do kind of all over the place right now. Modified brick. Top brick modified. Two-sided. Then I'll do brackets. I think I'm going to reduce this by 1 because I don't think it needs to be huge. And then round plate. Black, black, because these cannot be any other colors. This can only be that gray. This can only be that gray. This can only be dark bluish gray. might switch these guys around. That doesn't look great, so I'm going to move this bracket to be... trying to think if there's any Google Lego-y news going on in the past little bit. I don't think so. There's been a couple sites that are like best Lego of the year. That doesn't look good either. And it looked really good when it was right up in there. So maybe we move this and do mod. That one out. Back. Pretty good. Still need something under here. Still thinking. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. There's been a lot of unhappiness on the LAN. I know a lot of fan media sites were onboarded recently. And I think one lug was, and I don't even know if that lug was or not. I think it's just got a new... I think the lug that was on there had a new ambassador. So there's a lot of kind of disgruntled lug ambassadors out there right now, kind of trying to figure out all our places in the world. So let's see. I need to cover up all this stuff in the back somehow. So, bracket. How many pieces are we at, by the way? 21. Ugh, we're almost at the max of parts. I think what else. City is still doing space. There was a thing about a new space city set coming out next year. Big. It looked like a big, just a big spaceship. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Take a look at the news real quick and see what we got. About 10 minutes left in the old stream. Usually just try to hit my own Discord and check the Lego news. Christmas picture frame. So this is another one of those things. This was like the least wanted set of last year. There was a, I think it was a Brothers Brick that did the, based off of like votes on our blog or something like that. Because Lego doesn't release internal numbers. What were the most anticipated? Oh, because they did a, would you buy, you know, yes, I'm going to buy this day one. Yes, I'm going to buy it. Probably not day one though. I'm not really sure if I want it, or I would take it if somebody gave it to me and have no desire. Something like that. It was a 5-point thing. Based off that, like the lowest one was the travel around the world thing that was like half a map and some picture spikes in the back, and then like a 15-part plane kind of thing. Apparently nobody wanted that. Along with the family tree, I think was another one where people were like, no. So yet again, though, here's another one. Christmas picture frame. Now, were there gonna be any new parts in it. Maybe. Like, okay, so I see some like light green, what are those 1x2 slopes that are really cool? That'd be okay to get. White claws right there for snow. That's always good. Gold ones of those, but none of these are like new. Those pieces are pretty cool. And I'm assuming it comes with a plate that attaches to these brackets in the back. And on the plate is the picture, right? Not really sure what else. The fern leaves are relatively new. I think they're a couple years old though, but I mean, they're relatively new. So this is pretty. The whole idea of the picture frame is kind of like, a review on the McLaren. That's a pretty, friends sets, I don't get any just because I don't, you know, but I mean, look at the pieces in some of these. It's these leaves with like the red leaves. I got, you know, butterfly pieces in here. They got little people friends size stuff now. Babies. Some of these parts look really, really cool in these like mint lime colors. Kind of a pastel pink. That may be nougat. I'm not really sure. But I mean, that's a solid set. You know, friends have been doing yeah, here's that spaceship. Not bad. You know, another little alien. I don't like these rock things that they just give us. I don't get it. I know it's the play factor, but just give me the ship, man. It used to be you'd get the ship, the classic spaceships, and there would be things that you'd open up and a little rover would come out or another little ship would come out. You could unpack it and have like stuff. But now it's, you know, I don't know. Creator typewriter, 3-in-1. That's kind of clever. It's kind of a combination of things that everybody really liked, the typewriter and the botanicals. Minecraft, don't care about Minecraft. Oh, press release poll analysis. This was it, where it was like these are the sets everybody liked. So I don't think, where's my Lego? I may have gone away from it. I think there's a news thing. I don't know if it's any different. I think I pull from here. Oh, the I want the Leonardo's flying machine thing. So that's gonna be on my list. Don't care about any of the race cars. Advent calendars. Race cars. While I don't want this, I think it looks cool. I like this little sort of the paleontologist setup right here. Kind of works well with the other fossil sets, where you've got a little paleontologist with some stuff. And I like that it's not white. I like that it looks like it's been plaster based. So this is actually not a bad one. Like I might get this and then go back and get the skull. Plus it's got these rad horn pieces on there. It's always really cool. Yeah, I got the baby ankylosaurus, so that's if I want to keep up with that. Yeah, here's the baby T-Rex. That looks adorable with this little thing of meat right here that it's gonna eat. It's just so cute. It's a cutie. It's a good little boy. Gift with purchase. Didn't get that. What do y'all think of the ARC, the new ARC 170? The old one looks fairly similar. With the old one, you get 2 clones and Kit Fisto. But I think it's about the same size. It may actually be a little bigger. So do some comparisons. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I don't remember getting the original ARC 170. I think I did because I had some of the pieces that existed in it. But it came out a while ago, so Maybe one of those that I just forgot. 3-in-1 dragon, not too bad. My voice has just gone out, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night because I'm literally unable to talk right now. So thank you all very much for coming. I will continue to work on these as we go. Make sure to save this as Thunderjaw. But yeah, we'll get into it. I'll find some software that we can do some. That'll be a new thing to work on. Torso and head design. Haven't done that before, so that'll be something new to learn and figure out as we go. If I end up getting a joystick for Christmas for myself or from somebody else, I'm also going to download the TIE Fighter Total Expansion or Total Conversion and see about setting up a night to do games too. So next year should be good. This rest of this month we got a lot of stuff to do. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Johnny. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.